Don't miss out on these 5 things in GTA Online before March 19. For this video, I will be going through the event week and picking out the best 5 things that you need to do before the refresh date comes around. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's dive into the video. I think there is no better place to start than the bonus money. We got some pretty nice options this week, and even some bonus things that you could do, which are not specifically tied to this weekly update, and will be lasting just a little bit longer. To start with the standard bonus money from the weekly update, we got a double money on the vehicle cargo sell missions, a pretty strong bonus in my opinion. I do believe that this one really comes down to if you guys have been using the vehicle cargo warehouse before, for example stocking up on the low tier and medium tier vehicles, so that you only source the top range vehicles. If you have not done that and you have barely used your vehicle warehouse, it might be a little bit more frustrating. For reference, the top range vehicles will sell for $200,000 with the double money. Nowadays in GTA Online, I really don't think that the vehicle cargo warehouse is too good, especially when you guys can have other businesses and even run things like the Chaos Preco heist. But don't get me wrong, it is still a pretty nice money method, especially if you guys want to kill some time, and you can use things like the Cargo Bob or the Iron Mule to make this a lot faster and a lot more convenient. Also bear in mind, if you guys have people in your CEO, you will be able to sell more vehicles, up to 4 top range vehicles, if you have 4 CEO members, including yourself, which could lead to a really nice payout. The final bonus from the standard week was a 4 times money and RP on the run contact missions. So a pretty nice and substantial bonus there. If you guys wait around 5 to 7 minutes before completing contact missions as well, you should be able to completely maximize the amount you make. This will be pretty nice for some cash. However, in terms of making RP from contact missions, I think this is probably the main highlight. I would not typically use this for making cash. So yeah, if you guys want to level up a little bit faster, just play some of these wrong contact missions and you should be able to do that. Before we move on to the next section, I do want to quickly mention these sorts of bonus things that I did go through at the start of the video. The first thing was the community series showcase, which did have a triple money on community series, so already pretty nice in my opinion. However, there was also a free $1 million just by logging into GTA Online anytime between now and April 1st. So plenty of time to do that. You may as well get it ticked off as soon as possible. And if you are worried about not getting that reward, maybe you already logged in and do not have it yet, you should get it within 72 hours of logging in. There was also a free $500,000, or at least technically a free $500,000, because you will need to complete 5 community series jobs each week, all the way up until April 1st to receive that $500,000. If you guys do plan to play the community series, just remember they also have that triple money all the way up until April 1st as well, so potentially could be worthwhile. The last additional bonus that I want to mention, or at least a reward, is the St. Patrick Day rewards, which will be available until March 25th, so just a little bit after this event ends, and it will be the new Lucky Clover collectibles and the Golden Clover collectible. I have already gone through this in the previous video, but the best way to find these things is to use a website like GTA Lens or GTA EU, click on the collectible you want to find, and head over to that location in-game. You can also get all of the breakdown of what to expect on these different websites when you click on the collectible. The payout for the green clovers is definitely the best. After collecting all 25, you will get a payout of $150,000. So probably worth doing for some additional money on the side. On to our next section, we of course have the free cars from the weekly update. I don't think the free cars this week were anything too spectacular. I think one of them stands out the most. First of all, we had the new casino Lucky Wheel podium vehicle, but this week it was called the Albany Brigham. For me personally, I don't really like this one, and I was honestly kind of glad that I did not win it on the Lucky Wheel. But where things got a little bit better was the LS Carmi prize ride, which was the Evizcerate. To get this one, you needed to place top 5 in the LS Carmi series for 4 days in a row. I definitely think this one is completely doable if you guys have enough time, and the Evizcerate is a really nice looking car. The last free vehicle this week was the BF Ramp Buggy. You can find this on the Warstock Cash and Carry website, and because this is sort of the community series month, Rockstar will be giving away some more of these type of free vehicles, sort of relating to the vehicle warehouse over the next few weeks. So quite nice to see this. The Ramp Buggy is extremely fun to use sometimes, and getting it for free is something you can't really go wrong with. After the free car section, we now have our discount, kicking this one off with a free LSIA vehicle warehouse. So this discount really relates back to the bonus money. If you guys are yet to pick up a vehicle warehouse, maybe you have just started GTA Online, this will be a really nice chance to pick this up. However, if you already do have a vehicle warehouse and it does have some vehicles inside, you will have to sell all of the vehicles in there before you can change locations and trade in your old vehicle warehouse. So kind of annoying to see that. I tried to do this just to see if it would work, and this is what happened, and it would take so long to sell every single vehicle inside there. Nevertheless, still a great thing to get if you are yet to pick one up. Obviously, the ramp buggy was completely free as well, which we already covered. Get this before March 19th. There was also a massive 50% off the offices, and just remember you will need to have the office to even be able to buy one of the vehicle warehouses or even get the free one. So this is a really nice discount if you guys want to get involved with that, or even just want to change the location of your current office. The most expensive office is now $2 million without any upgrades, and unfortunately, a quick word on these upgrades or modifications, they will not have the 50% discount on them. It will just be the offices themselves. We also got a 30% off all of these things on screen. The Eclipse Boulevard garage, including its customizations, a really nice pickup. It is a 50-car garage, and the customization options are really good as well. If I have some gameplay of this or a cinematic, I will show it on screen here. You can really make it stand out. And underneath that, we also had these vehicle discounts, potentially some nice ones. For example, the Karen Sultan Classic, the Dinka Kanjo SJ, Vito Classic, Lampadati Komoda, and the Ocelot R88. They would probably be my go-to choices. I also do not really mind the Hot Ring Hellfire. And finally, the last discounts we got were at the gun van. There was a 40% off the Tactical SMG and a 40% off also for GTA Plus members only on the Railgun. If you manage to find the gun van, getting both of these weapons is extremely nice. The Tactical SMG is very similar to the AP pistol, but just not as accurate. And the Railgun is just an incredible weapon. It's almost like using the Heavy Sniper Mark II with explosive rounds, without having to dip into the Mark II ammo types and having to resupply them by going over to a workbench. After these discounts, we now move on to the weekly money methods. These are the things that you want to do before this weekly update refreshes, and are pretty much standard with every single weekly update. Starting off with the weekly challenge, you might want to complete this one. It is to win 3 races to earn $100,000. Relatively straightforward, especially with that community series triple money bonus. You are essentially ticking 2 things off by doing that, which might be a good idea. After that, we then move on to the FIB priority file this week. This time around, it was the Project Breakaway file. If you do have the Garment Factory, definitely get this done. I always suggest doing these things every single event week. The payout you get for them is really nice, at just a little over $300,000. And also complete the bonus challenges for an additional $50,000 on top. Always recommended. We of course had the salvage yard robberies after this. There is no claimable vehicles, so you may as well try and do or sell all of them if you can. We had the Duggan robbery for the Enos Paragon R, the cargo ship robbery for the Vapid Dominator GTT, and the podium robbery for the BF Weevil. If you guys don't have much time, I would just recommend trying to do the Enos Paragon R, because it will sell for the most money from the salvage yard this week. And if you guys have enough time, get them all done to make roughly around $1 million. The last money method that we have from the week is the time trials. The standard time trial was called Casino, just located here, and the HSW time trial was called North Chumash to Palomino Highlands, located over here. Again, probably worth doing if you guys have enough time for that and have a suitable vehicle. The last thing that I want to cover from this weekly update will be the test rides or test track vehicles. I like to include these, even if I don't think they are that good this week, because you guys might be wanting one that has returned. So inside Simeon's Auto Shop or PDM, you could find the Benefactor Serrano, Dinka Jester, Rotti Stinger, Nagasaki Hot Rod Blazer, and the Weenie Dynasty. You can go ahead and test drive these things as well, in case you are unsure of buying them. We then got the Luxury Autos dealership cars. Unfortunately, you cannot test drive these ones, but still really nice to see them. We had the Grotti GT 750 and the Coquette D5. And the final test track vehicles are of course inside the LS car meet. You could find the Dinka Verus, Vulcar Warrener, and the Western Cliffhanger, with the HSW test ride being the Devesti 8 or Devastate. Definitely the best test track vehicle in my opinion. The Devastate is extremely fast with the HSW upgrades, and it does surprisingly handle really nicely. So yeah, that will pretty much wrap it up for this Don't Miss Out video. I think probably one of the main highlights from this event just has to be that free $1 million. I know it is not specifically tied to this event week, and it will be lasting until April 1st, so you do have plenty of time at least from now to take advantage of that and just simply log in. But I still think it is worth mentioning just in case you guys forget, and the same is also true with the St. Patrick's Day rewards. Make sure that you guys leave a comment below and let me know what your favorite thing was this week. Have you guys been playing the vehicle cargo business much? Maybe you have been grinding it and making $200,000 each time, or maybe you have been simply using the raw contact missions, paying out 4 times money and leveling up super quickly. But yeah guys, if you went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in any way, shape or form, leave a like. I always do appreciate your support, and if you are new here and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.